Well, hello there. Welcome to the 300 Foot Arm. Today, I've got a special about something that's super special that happens every year, ice balls. That's right, I want to talk not only about what the ice balls are, but a little bit of history, and then give you a rundown of all the events that we have going on in Kansas City. So to know about the history of the ice ball, I think you have to know a little bit about a guy named Rick. I'm talking about Rick Rothstein, PDGA 2458. Now, Rick joined the PDGA back in 1983, consequently the same year that I was born. And Rick quickly got involved in the disc golf scene in Columbia. And one of the ways he really helped grow the sport was actually to start a publication. And that publication was Disc Golf World News. And way back when, before we had the internet, Facebook, forums, all the ways that we use to communicate now about events that were going on, back then it was the publication. So something like that was really important to bring the communities together, not just in Missouri, but all over the country and even in Canada. Now the ice bowls kind of got kicked off by the clubs in Missouri wanting to play, but also wanting to play through the inclement weather that we have in the wintertime. So Rick actually helped organize a call blitz all across the state to get people together to play in these crappy conditions that we sometimes have in the winter months. Now these events took on a cause, and it was all about raising money to help fight hunger for those that are in need. In fact, the definition of an ice bowl, according to the Ice Ball website, is a fundraiser event with the overall goal of raising money to help feed those that can't feed themselves. And this was actually strictly the case for raising charitable funds for ice bowls up until 2001. After 9/11 happened, Rick decided it was a good idea to change the policy to allow the charitable funds raised by ice bowls to go to other charities that were in need as well. Ice bowls not only have raised millions of dollars to help fight hunger, they've also done a wonderful job of help bringing the communities at large together with the disc golf community. So when you talk about growing the sport, it's kind of hard to imagine someone who's done more for growing the sport than Mr. Rick Rothstein. So shout out to you, sir. All right, now that's just little tidbits on ice bowl history. There's a whole bunch more information on icebowlhq.com and also on the Facebook page. So read through it, take a look. I just wanted to take some bits and pieces to kind of get you interested. So take a look at icebowlhq.com as well as kcdiscgolf.org and also the Facebook pages. There's a whole bunch of great information in there on the history of the ice bowls. You can look at past results. You can look at exact numbers and how much money has been raised over the years. So speaking of events, we have our Ice Bowl events in Kansas City starting this weekend. So January 11th and 12th, we have our first two satellite events. The first at Bad Rock Creek and Liberty, and the second is at Wilbur Young in Lee Summit, Blue Springs. Then the following weekend, on January 18th and 19th, we have our second two satellite events, the first being at Prairie Center in Olathe, and the second being at Pleasant Hill in Missouri. January 25th, we have our final satellite event at Rosedale Park. That's always a huge one. It's a ton of fun. And then the very next day, on January 26th, we're going to be having the final event at Blue Valley Park. So everyone should come out and be a part of all of them. I believe there's a special prize now for someone who competes in every single ice bowl. Look for information for that on the Facebook page. This weekend, it looks like you're going to have no wimps and no whiners out because it's going to be ice bowl weather. So get out there and go discing.